Hello, welcome to my virtual class. My name is Miss Rubio, and this is going to be a two-part lesson. First part is going to be a little lecture to give you some background information on the actual activity that I'm going to be teaching you how to do. Today's micro teach lesson is going to be on braiding hair. So I just wanted to first give some background context on braids, plaits, cornrows, and why we braid our hair. So first of all, it's a convenient hairstyle. As you can see, I actually have braids. I have cornrows right now. It's a protective style to give you less wear and tear on your hair. It's very low maintenance, and it allows you to give your hair a break from always combing it, brushing it, applying heat to it, or pulling on it, which can ultimately cause damage to your hair and hair loss. So this is a good protective style for anybody to wear, men or women. So today, the need or the want to have this hairstyle is completely different from the original way that braids started out. It's actually an ancestral hairstyle to African American culture. It's a very integral part of African American culture, and there are actually ancient paintings back thousands of years that show North Africans with hair that is braided, plaited, or cornrowed. Sometimes they would add jewels, beads, feathers, colors, and these would be indicators for different tribes or clans. You could tell a lot about a person from how their hair was braided. You could tell their social status. You could tell what their age was. You could tell, like I said previously, what clan or tribe they came from. And also, it was just a symbol of their identity. So it wasn't just a for appearances kind of a thing. It was something that was very prideful, which is why often in the Black community, you'll hear us refer to our hair or our braids or our cornrows as our crown. Another noteworthy thing about braids is that it was a time to socialize. It was a time for people to gather around, create bonds, pass down stories, pass down traditions, find out what was going on, within the society. And that is something that has carried on to today. You'll often see, people getting their hair braided and just talking and laughing and telling stories. And it's really a time to bond, socialize, and feel good. Hello students, I'm back with part 2 of the video. So this is going to be the actual activity. Like I was saying, braids, plaits, cornrows. We're actually going to do cornrows today. And the name cornrows came about actually from slavery. So it's how the slaves would look out and see the actual rows of corn that they were planting. So they decided to name this design and style of braids cornrows. So what you want to do when you first get started is have all the proper hair care products, because products are going to determine how good your braids last and help with the maintenance and care of the braids while they're in your hair. So you need good utensils. I have these combs that assist with parting. Oil, because you want to keep your scalp moisturized. You don't want your hair to get damaged or break off and be dry and brittle. A moisturizer is key. You need to apply moisture to the hair. Braid spray, which is an extra added element of moisture that keeps the braids hydrated. Rubber bands for the ends. If you have straight or loose hair, you'll definitely need some rubber bands for the ends. For more curly textured hair, you can probably just braid it and leave the ends loose, kind of like mine. And lastly, you need like a little edge control or a gel of some sort to help lay down the hair flat and keep it intact so your braids look clean and neat. It also helps with getting your parts really straight. So today my model is actually my son, Eli, and he's used to getting his hair braided. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. As you can see, I already started with the parts. I sectioned one piece, clip some to the back, and I'm going to make sure that it's all laid flat and it's combed out and detangled, because when you are doing cornrows, your fingers need to be able to easily glide through the hair, because as you are braiding, it's laying to the scalp like mine is, and you want the hairs to, your fingers to glide through the hairs, not snag, because that can actually hurt the person whose hair you're cornrowing. So I want to apply some moisture. Detangle. I'm going to add a little edge control. That much is good. It's clear. It's kind of hard to see, but I'm going to apply it around the root and his edges, hence the name, edge control. Directly on the part to make sure these hairs lay this way and these hairs lay forward. You don't want them to get tangled up together, because then that'll make your part look crooked. So I'm going to comb it out one last time to make sure it's detangled, and I'm going to start at the very top of the crown of his head. I'm going to slide my fingers through, grab a piece, split one piece into 3 pieces, and if you already know how to do a regular braid, then that's how you start. You start with 3 pieces of hair and you just cross one over the other. So that's the same thing you do when you start a cornrow. You braid a little and then you actually add more hair as you go down the side of your head or of the person's head. You just grab more hair into it and keep braiding. And you don't have to really pull super tight. That's uncomfortable for the person whose hair you're braiding, and especially when you're braiding around their edges, because more tension can cause hair loss or even bumps and irritation. So if you're pulling extra hard and extra tight, the person should let you know. So loosen up, don't pull extra hard or extra tight, and just keep braiding and grabbing more pieces as you go down the side of the head. You could use a comb to kind of help you scoop in some more pieces. And continue down to the end. And then you just braid this all the way down to the end of the hair. Oh no, there goes one of, oh, that was actually his earbud. So like I said, with his texture of hair, you need a rubber band. So I'm going to finish this braid, this cornrow. I'm going to add a rubber band. To secure the braid, ensure it does not come unraveled. And a hairstyle like this can last anywhere from 1 to 3 weeks if you take care of it. Moisturize and tie it down at night.